we're now moving on to step 32, installing the motor. Well, we're going to need to put on the spur gear system that we built in the previous step, our cap to cover it all. We need our pinion gear. Again, there's only one, you can't get it wrong. You've got these cap screws. These are the M3 by 6mm flanged cap screws. You need this O-ring. There's only one of them. It says it's an O-ring P3 black. And of course, you need this little guy here, which is the little grub screw that goes inside the pinion gear. So first things first, I know what I'm like. Let's pop this little guy, a few threads into there, so I know where it is. Okay, now I know where it is. It's inside my pinion gear. Okay, now my motor. Yep, I've got a brand new motor for this. I wanted something that had a little bit of pep, as we say in the UK, but I didn't want anything too fast that was going to make this too savage. So I've gone with this Addam motor. They're very reasonable priced, from Model Sport. I got this one from. You can get them anywhere. So it's an Addam motor. I've got one in my Addam AT 3.3 truggy, and it, believe it or not, in that truggy it got 33 miles an hour, that one. That was the 18 turn then. So this one here, I've got the same motor, the 18 turn Addam. So it should give that buggy there, that Optima, a little bit of pep, because it is quite a heavy RC. So we're going with this. Of course, I can change it if we need to. So we need to install this now, all into the car. So let's move on with step 32. Let's introduce these components to our chassis, and I'm just going to check to see if you can see my chassis. So we've got to bring the chassis into play here, so you can just about see. There we are. Hopefully you can see that now. Kind of. Get you into shot. All right, so we've got to take this pin out. This is the pin we put in earlier. We need to take our gear, our counter gear, and we need to put our counter gear in such a way that it's facing this way. So this gear meshes with the output gear from the gearbox. Okay. Then we need the little rubber ring, little rubber O-ring. This is the black one. Okay, so that holds that on. Okay. All right. Now we also need to install our pinion onto our motor. Again, locating the flat. But we don't want to do this too tight for now, because we need to set the pinion to the right mesh this way, so it meshes with this gear. So I'm going to tighten it up anyway, just a little bit, just so it's on there and it doesn't move off. Then it's on the flat. There we are. So that's now on the flat, and then you can just nip it up and down. So I'm nipping it up for now. So we now need to pop this into the chassis itself. So we're going to pop this into the chassis. We've got to line up the two M3 holes, here and here. So they go in, and just realised you can't put the pinion gear on. You've got to take the pinion gear off. So, okay, motor in first. That's fine. Let's see if I can tip this up so you can see it better. Now you can see I've got to line up the holes. Okay, let's see if I can pop that on there. Trying to do this and be on camera at the same time, because ordinarily you wouldn't have any issues. There we are, there's the hole. So you then take one of your flanged nuts, your flange screws, sorry, and that goes in one of the holes. We need to make sure we've got the right driver. This is the bigger of the drivers. And there we are. And then we pop the other one in too. And we won't do them up fully because again we need to adjust for the pinion gear. So just nip them up so that they're just so the motor don't move. Now we can put our pinion gear back on. So you've got to locate that flat, which is there. Now we got to align our pinion. I don't know if I'm going to get this on camera. Let's see if I can get this on camera. Got to align our pinion so it's in good alignment. So I believe it should be about there. You can see that's quite good alignment with this gear. Okay, and now to set, we need to pop our piece of paper through. Yes, love this. Then we need to undo the one that's, bring that to the paper like that, and then once it's to the paper, do that up. Make sure you do the bottom one up too, and then when you remove the paper, it should be perfect alignment. And that moves really freely. Perfect. And then all you do is pop this back on like a cap, like that, he says. There we are. And then the pin goes back in and holds it all together. And this should be on horizontal pin. Trying to hold that so you can see it. There you go. There we are. That's now step 32 completed. Motor is in. Now we'll talk about how we're going to do these wires.